So glad you could join us from the farm, Stanford Stadium in Palo Alto. Time is starting to run short in this season. The goals, the aspirations are still alive, and we are looking forward to this one here in Week 10 of our coverage of EA Sports College Football. It's the Boise State Broncos and the Stanford Cardinals. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer.
Crucial moment in their season. They've got to decide what type of team they are. They're finding ways to lose close games, and they've got to get their first win in conference play. Coach says it's crucial that they get off to a good start here today. He wants focus, communication, and more dominance and physicality at the line of scrimmage. I'll keep you posted on how they look down here from the field level to start the first quarter. Guys, back to you.
All right, Holly.
Boy, it did not work.
On the return, it's Goff. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The run inside. It's Riley. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Jet sweep headed to the edge. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. And the Broncos now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He leaves it with the back. Got some green grass. Dragged down.
And I love this because you got second and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get third and manageable. Nice job getting the run. Not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on third down.
Looking to throw, it's Madsen. Right side, it's Riley. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
No, I thought he was a free agent.
Pulls it in, it's Riley. There he goes.
I think he's still rehabbing too. That's why I honestly
they'll mark
think
it
he's
at the 28. It's first down.
Then he tears his heel last
come
season.
to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game.
I think though.
Back on
I'm
first down.
sure.
Catch in the middle. It's Ford, and he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty
Yeah,
good
we can still
yardage.
look free agent.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the
think he
holes
has
are
that
in the
same
zone, or
explosiveness.
understanding how to get leverage on a man. And
That's a fact.
these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so
They did the
fast
free
and
agency
see that
different,
so
though.
quick and
You
make those
put,
plays.
you put it in there, man?
He'll be
You can
dragged
watch
to
it.
the ground, but it'll be a first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. Out wide right, it's Bates. Makes the grab in their
Chelsea
space.
hit one to go
The
to
tackle
OT
is
and
made,
then
but
one to
he's
win
got
it.
it first and
Wow.
goal from the 6. And the Broncos go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Quarterback on the keeper.
That's
and they
that's
get
crazy.
to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4.
phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback.
Trying to get in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Nice job by the defense.
Down 3 at the buzzer to send it to OT, then down 1 in OT.
Play aggressive.
At the buzzer to win it. It's crazy. Fun guy.
It's tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2.
I was watching the John Beeson Henry play
They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off.
You got the swag I want. You got the swag I need.
Back to pass, it's Madsen. Let's it fly. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a 1st down. So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. And the defense is just about out of room to defend. They are backed up right on the doorstep. The quarterback sneak. Scores on the sneak.
And I love this offense and the way they started this football game. Listen, last week be dang, okay? Forget last week. Nice job coming out, setting the tone in this ball game, putting a long drive together, and getting a touchdown.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. Shut it down. Snagged in the middle. It's Black. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
And that's the start you need on offense, right? The opening drive of the game, your defense allows a touchdown, so you got to come out firing, and it's good news to see the quarterback dialed in. Good read, good timing, accurate throw. It's a big-time completion, but still work to be done. This offense obviously would like to answer that touchdown with one of their own.
We've reached the end of the period. Boise State has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the 1st quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Wide receiver comes in motion. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Caught. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. If you're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another 1st down. Quick give. It's 4. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Near the sideline, it's Irvin.
And one of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he gets rid of it.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Well, that last missed field goal is essentially a microcosm of the year it's been for this football team. Things just not going the right way on offense, on defense, and on special teams. Guys, it's just been that kind of year. And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Got his man in the middle. He's stopped.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Looking to throw, it's Madsen. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Broncos will send out the punt unit. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. This time they'll throw it. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense.
Louisiana. He's going to start or?
It's complete on the right
Wasn't
side.
he just at Miami?
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
Oh, you
This
was about.
quarterback right now
Okay,
is in a
okay.
groove, and he's doing a
Yeah,
nice job.
I was mad
in
confused.
reset. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football.
I knew they were
That's
saying
why
he
the
was
ball's
old
coming
at
out of his
Miami.
hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Broncos with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Second down
Mendoza.
coming up. Snap in the shotgun. Tight end finds a soft spot. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up 1st and goal.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
The Broncos will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. To the air, it's Madsen. Look out! He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz. He sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense. Yeah, and that's exactly what you're looking for from a defense. You're expecting runs, 2nd and goal. Got to find a way. You can't give an inch. This part of the field, this yard marker right here,
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Broncos! Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out and be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Sends it back in motion. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
Hogging in the paint, like just in the way.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Dropping back, it's Madsen. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And how about this young fella? He's slinging the pill, man. His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working, using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards over there.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. Looking for the marker. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. And now the Broncos call their first of 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos! Into the end zone for 6. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Fresh setter downs going to the air.
The
pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. And back to the air on 2nd down. Makes a grab for a big play. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio with scores from around the country.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. We begin with a look at Central Michigan, taking on the Eastern Michigan Eagles.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
And it's the Chippewas coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And that makes it 2 victories on the season. They're nowhere.
Snags it, and there's running room. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going. And that's exactly how they start this half.
Well, we've seen this all night long. The defense closing in on these throws. The windows are constricting so quickly. It's been a tough night at the office for this quarterback, and he gets another one knocked to the ground.
Long way to go on second down. He's looking to throw. This time he's got his man. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. 2nd and long here. Wants to throw it. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And that last play is sort of a microcosm of the kind of day it's been for them offensively in this one. They just haven't really been able to do anything well. They haven't been able to run the ball, catching and throwing, and pass protection like you saw that last play, giving up the sack. There's a lot this offense needs to build on, needs to get better at moving forward.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Trying to make one miss. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do, build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Madsen. Lets it fly. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Riley. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. And the Broncos send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They've taken 3 haymakers right across the jaw, down 21-0. But, David, now the chance to answer.
And this defense has been suffocating. And this is so hard. When you don't have the answers early, man, and the defense hits you in the mouth, you got to find some plays quickly here to try to make this a football game.
This is enough.
Makes a grab and room to run. And they'll finally shove him out of bounds after a strong run.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And a great job understanding where you're at on the field. And I know that sounds very simple, but I run that out route, I start getting towards the sidelines, I got to feel it. I don't have time to look down as the ball's coming to me. Great job catching it and getting that foot in bounds.
Finds his target. Looks as if Stanford will have enough for the first down.
Move out the paint.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Snap on first down, wants to throw. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Unloads to the wideout.
Spamming.
Almost picked off.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away, because we've got a chance to at least get
in time tonight. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Couldn't find the range on the field goal, couldn't cut into the deficit, and they are still down by 21. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for space. It's Riley. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The give to the back. Taken down.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to pass. It's Madsen. He's going to let it go. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there. Now it's 4th down. The Broncos will try to pin them back with the punt. Looks it in. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Fresh set of downs going up top. Release to the back. Got it in the middle. It's 4. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half. This is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. That's a great start to this second half.
Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. Final stand to the game, and we'll start with the first down. Fresh center downs going to the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's 4.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Second down, gonna throw it. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Throws to the wideout. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. He'll try to take it back. And a tremendous return will be stopped at the 28-yard line.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Boise State ready to send out that offense. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be...
Snags it, and he's open. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And that's what the running game can do for an offense. You run the football, you have some success. Then what do? You stick the ball out there, you pull it back, you run some play action, you complete the football, get a 1st down. Nice balance by this offense.
Stopped right there.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They get him down, and he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Madsen. Rush right in his face. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And finally getting home and getting the sack. This quarterback, his jersey's not even dirty. We're in the 2nd half. We're behind. We got to find a way to create some momentum plays. That's step 1.
And this one is perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Stanford's offense heads out, hoping to move the ball on this drive. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Under pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the gun, wants to pass. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here, and now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the 4th quarter.
Punt is on its way. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They are stuck.
That's my favorite Netflix. That Netflix shit.
Get out, opening the drive from their own 3. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Breaks into the open.
This is coming.
Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
It's 7-3 and 7-4. These niggas. Well, I don't mind playing 7-3 because I feel like I got the advantage over them more than they got the advantage
back to work. Trying to move them on the counter.
Because niggas don't feed them how they supposed to. When they got a mismatch. Or rather, I'm just going to pass.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation.
So that is. Got me. Pass, my boy. 8 niggas. Has to shoot that.